Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to be with you this Tuesday evening. And if you're unable to be on the live tonight, that's okay. I hope you get an opportunity to watch it later. We're going to wrap up our mental wellness topic. And I think last week I kind of talked how that was going to be the last week, but I really feel strongly to just continue a little bit more talking about our mental wellness. And I think that as women, we just really need it, especially this time of year with everybody working so hard on getting their children back to school. So it can be a time where we really put our mental wellness on the back burner. It's really important to we try and um, make it a priority. So we're going to kind of talk about that tonight. For me personally, I honestly don't know before my healing journey, which probably started like 3 or 4 years ago, that I even understood what mental wellness was. Being a nurse, I knew what mental health was and the different types of diagnoses that come with that. But really focusing on healing, I've come to understand more and more actually how important mental wellness is. And I can think of several times when my mental health was not a priority. And in those moments, I was really suffering. And being a busy woman, when we suffer, we don't recognize how it affects those around us. It actually makes them suffer. They can feel what's going on with us, whether it's a tone or responding fast, not being mindful with our communication, either with our family or our coworkers or friends. Some people might even ask you, "How are you okay? Is everything going okay?" And usually it was, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." So even those little reminders from others were just dismissed. And it even became well, I need to hide this better, or I need to pretend better, or not let my true feelings show. And I think for me, a lot of that was shame, where if I was perceived to be struggling, then I wasn't competent or I wasn't capable. And it was something that I thought I needed to do for the world, for myself, for everybody around me. And when I first started really looking into how I was feeling with each moment, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. And the connection really started to form. Um, Another example, and we'll probably talk more about this when we get into emotional wellness, but another example is my body was actually telling me, and I was unable to recognize what was happening. And my stomach was always telling me I wasn't okay. And really listening to my stomach and What was happening is one of the challenging, because it was so new, but most important things that I did to help myself heal. It really is mental wellness. It can be a diagnosis, it can be an illness, um, but it's not just that. It really is paying attention to the balance within your life, um, work, play, family, yourself, really figuring out an equilibrium between all the things that you are. Clarity, really in those moments, connecting with what you're actually feeling, um, what you're actually thinking. You know, if someone asks you to do something, or if you can do something and your answer right away is no, but you come up with a reason, or a they're going to be disappointed in me if I say no, and you do it anyways, that's not balanced. And also resilience, your ability to have a stressful moment, work through it, and move through it quickly is resilience. Mental wellness really is a kind of look at it as a form of kind of labeling how are you, you know, and how are you thinking. If you wake up thinking today's gonna be a crappy day, it will be a crappy day. But if you wake up and today's gonna be a great day, it will more likely be a great day. And your response is, oh, it was supposed to be a great day, now it's a crappy day, is kind of a marker for you to recognize your responses of how you're managing things as they are coming at you. So I really feel that mental wellness is a daily practice of self connection, connecting to yourself when you wake up, throughout the day, as you're coming home, as you're going to bed, just really connecting. How am I doing? How are things going? And we are trained or taught, or in our culture, to not do that, to not connect, to just do, to work through, get it done, um, trudge through it. What's the put on your big girl panties, and do it. And so, really connecting with yourself in the moments is how you're going to have a greater awareness of your mental wellness. The to do list that we all have. Um, I was talking to some coworkers today, and it really can kind of trip you up if you've got this huge to do list, and sometimes you can't sleep at night. Sometimes you don't get the rest that you need. So it's really important that you're prioritizing your to do list and putting it aside when you don't need to focus on it or shouldn't focus on it, and being in each moment for what it is, being present for what you're actually doing. A lot of times when you are disconnected, you can feel really empty, even though you're successful, even though you're putting in the work, you're putting in the hours. It can leave you feeling that I have not accomplished enough because I'm not happy, I'm not full. And it can leave you feeling drained. Also, just drained of all energy. If you're tired all the time, that can be a symptom of having your mental wellness being more on the lower end. a great thing to really ask yourself when you get a moment is, have you ever felt like you're on autopilot? And I invite you to write that down in a journal. Have you ever felt that you've been on autopilot? And really think about that and journal about that. I also want you to think in this moment, what would it be like if you were genuinely connected to yourself and that your mental wellness was a natural process? And what I mean by natural process is that in the moments, you can literally tap into, I'm okay or I'm not okay. And it just becomes a natural, wow, that was really hard, but I'm okay. Or that was really hard and I'm not okay. And when you're able to do that, it allows you time to reflect and to really become curious to what it is that needs to change. And it is a very powerful tool. We have a lot of power when we're able to do this. We have a lot of control, a lot of power, um, a lot of even choices that we might not have known that we had. Um, your mental wellness is is a choice. You get to choose how you feel about things, how you think about things, and it's life changing when you're able to move through that. When you're able to really successfully um, think about each moment that you're going through. So I also invite you to journal about that. What would it be like if you could genuinely connect to yourself? The reconnection, when you become disconnected, so in a stressful moment or something that triggered you, the reconnection is a simple process. It is not hard. There are things that you can do to reset yourself. We did one last week. We did a body scan last week, and it was a little body meditation of going through our body and just feeling each piece, feeling each part of our body. The other thing that you can do as you're doing a body scan is, as you're feeling, everything, you're sending gratitude, and your mind even saying, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my shoulders. I'm so grateful for my arms, for my hands, and for all the things that they do. And just really sending gratitude. And anytime you send gratitude to yourself or anybody, it just really creates a high vibration, which can pull you out of that disconnection. Another thing, and I'm always talking about this too, is nature. Just going outside, your lunch break, a bathroom break. Don't go to the bathroom outside, but take a break and go outside. You can do it any time of the year, even if it's snow, even if it's snowing, if it's raining, you can go outside and reconnect. Even 5 minutes helps your body restore its nervous system. And that connection just pulls you out really quickly to what you were experiencing before. And breaking that disconnection and reconnecting is power. That is power, and that is strength, and that is courage. It takes very courageous to do that, especially if it's something that you're used to doing, something that has kind of gotten you through. It's very powerful to be able to do that. And then another, and this one's become really near and dear to me, is breathing. Um, it's something we automatically do. Everybody breathes. It's the first thing we do when we arrive, and it's the last thing we do when we leave. is breathing and slowing down your breaths, doing 3 to 5 to even more slow inhales, slow exhales. It actually, when you breathe big, it actually increases your alveoli, or the expansion of your alveoli, which sends neurotransmitters to baroreceptors and your vagus nerve, and it stops your fight or flight. It like stops it, and it puts you into parasympathetic response, which is calm and digest, just calm. And it happens so quickly. um, it's very powerful. I've actually done this to help um, coworkers when they've had a traumatic experience with a patient or another coworker, and they come to my office to tell me about it. We do deep breathing, like right away, just deep breathing to just help them reset so that we can really look at the problem, really talk about what's happening, what occurred, and if there's any problem solving that needs to come after that, they're able to do that. Versus sometimes I'm like, I need to send them home because they can't work anymore. But the breathing is what brings them back, and it is so powerful. All of these things are free. You don't need a prescription. You just need to practice it. Just practice it. And it is so powerful. It gives you all the power, and it is a choice. You can stay in that state. You can choose to stay in that state. Sometimes we feel like we don't have a choice, but we do. We have a choice, or you can practice these one of these 3 things, or all 3 things, to give yourself a choice to feel better. Very, very powerful. Breath work for me uh, has become near and dear. I've had opportunity to participate in breath work a few times. I've gone on several retreats, and it's been life changing. It's a way of releasing trauma in your body. Our body stores trauma. It's a way of releasing it. And this last last couple months, and when I was in Sedona, my husband and I participated in a shamanic breath work, actually shaman angelic breath work course. So we are now certified in doing breath work, and we are doing it in our home. We have a basement that we've made into a place where people can come and participate in the breath work, and it is life changing. Like, it's amazing at how powerful the breath is. And I'll be posting uh, the days that we do it on this in this group, and also on Facebook and Instagram and my meetup. So very, very powerful. I'll be kind of posting some things about some experiences that I've had with it. So if you've got questions about that, let me know. Let me know what, if you participated in it, if you've done it, what that experience was like. If you're curious about it, want to know more about it, I am so happy to share. So happy to share. So remember that as you're working towards improving your mental wellness, that it's not about perfection. You're gonna have times that you forget, or uh, sometimes when you're first learning, even just how you're feeling, you're like, oh my gosh, that was that moment. What could I do next time? And just be really, really gentle and compassionate and curious with what it is that's coming up for you. Presence is very important. That mindfulness in each moment, very important. What's actually happening, and giving yourself, giving your brain permission to pause, to take a pause in the moment. What's going on? What's happening? What am I feeling? You don't even need to respond. If someone is there bringing this up for you, you can just take a minute and what's happening? That's very powerful. Mental wellness is listening to your body because she's telling you, she's talking to you, and she does it through feeling your gut. It can be your heart. You can flush and get embarrassed. All of that, she's telling you. And it is really powerful when you're able to honor your body, honor your needs in that moment, and just start connecting with what's going on. There's no shame in being scared, in feeling attacked. There's no shame in that. But honoring it and listening is very powerful. Um, I think that mental wellness is something that is very precious. And I don't want to say take for granted because I don't think that we take it for granted. I think we dismiss it. I think we bury it. I think we hide it. It's like we don't even know it's there. It's not even on our list to pay attention to. So I really invite you to uncover it, to open it. Where is it? What is it? What's going on? And become really, really curious with that and connecting. It's really, really powerful. So I'm really excited to, like I said, talk about this. And I think, in the future, we'll have more conversations around it, especially as we expand on the things that we're talking about in this group. We will be addressing our mental illness. So thank you for watching, and if you have questions, please put them in the comments. And I really truly feel that each of you are worthy of rest. You are worthy of connection, and you are worthy of peace. So feel your worthiness because it's yours and you don't have to earn it. It's already yours. It's just recognizing it. So have a fantastic week. And I am here, and I have so much gratitude and grateful for this opportunity to talk to you about mental wellness. Take care, ladies.